I'm busy. I said, mine will come back. Yeah. I promised, yesterday I promised 2 live videos, but I couldn't do it yesterday. Double feature. So I said, let me just, yeah. So I got a little free time. I got like maybe 2 hours free time. I think my appointment's at 1 o'clock. I gotta double check, but I got a little free time. And my spirit told me to come back on here. So thank you, boo. All right, so well, you got twice as much video to catch up on, Angie. All right, so let's just get into it. So welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Zen. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? I'm back, y'all. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The book of private reading with me, the shop in my store, all the information's in the description box below. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so channel message here is that your family set your child's parents up to not only despise you, but to harm you, okay? Hey, Leslie. Hey, J-No, thank you. All right. Your family set your child's parent up to hate and harm you. So this was more in my arsenal in my records. But anywho, so this was a dream state for probably like 2 weeks ago or so. And in that dream state, there were family members that were, okay, that was with the grass. Okay, so there were family members in my dream state. This happened about 2 weeks ago. In my dream state, there was family members that were outside and they were on a huge patch of like grass. But the grass that they were on, they were stepping on your grass. The grass was very green. It was very lively. It was very lush. It was very nourished. Like you can tell that the grass was being taken care of in regards to basically, let's say, your foundation. There were 2 sets of grass though. They were trying to push you off and they wanted to put you on the grass where it was brown, it was dying, it was yellow, it was overwatered, maybe over, very dry, whatever the case may be. Hold on, y'all. Okay. We got vision and skull here. Your parental units or guardians here did not want you to do well in regards to relationship matters of the heart. So what they did was they came in and they infiltrate on your connection here by using a lot of spell work here to ensure that you two guys could not be together. It was to the point that there was a lot of mental magic that was at play here, and there was also sexual magic that was at play here. And they used the 2 here to put this person in a position or a bind to where they started to actually lose money. So if you were in a connection with your child's mother or father here and you may have started to go through some financial constraints or restraints, it was because your family was doing spell work on your person to get them to lose money or to not have money or lose their job. So you may have went through many different occurrences where you guys may have fell on, like you weren't struggling bad, but you were like, oh shoot, he lost his job or she lost the job. Oops, sorry. Yeah, they put that person in a position so that way they could lose their job, so that way your family can be the savior for them bailing them out. And it became it became really hard at one point in time where your opposite, so the person that you were with actually went with that person or the family member and was telling them about their issues with finances. Your family started to give this person money, and they felt because they started to give them money, now they have a form of control on top of them. Because if we're loaning this money to you, or we're giving you this money, well, then you're going to have to abide by my rules, or you're going to have to do what I say, in that kind of way. So this person now feels stuck because, number one, you're not aware that they're receiving money from your family members. You're also not aware that they're having private conversations to your family about what's going home in y'all home. And you're just basically being left out in the cold as to what everything was doing. That was the perfect plan for the family here. They wanted to separate you guys apart so that way you guys could not be together. So they started to do spell work here, mental manipulation, mental magic here, and also sexual magic. Now, because they did not want you to transform. So transform is in reverse here, okay? How all this plays out here is that there are a sibling here that they push towards your significant other to break them apart from you to them. There were a lot of things that were happening. There were secret affairs that were happening here. Hello. There were secret affairs that were happening, with multiple secret affairs. And to the point where they actually started to use this, they started to weaponize what they not only created for your significant other with the sibling, they wanted that person to feel like their back was against the wall, and they were very successful with it. So when you were having conversation with a significant other at the time, they were very mean to you, mean-spirited. They could have been lashing at you. They could have been arguing. They could have been fighting with you, things of that nature. And you're not understanding why this is happening. Well, that is happening because they gave this person money unbeknownst to you. Again, you may have been going through some times where, the person lost a job. Maybe you lost your job and, you needed a little extra income, whatever the case may be. They were receiving income from your family members. So your family members was quietly giving them money underneath the table. Like, well, here, if I'm giving you money, maybe you should think, maybe you should reconsider, or maybe you should look at this, or maybe this and that. They were trying to persuade this person to disconnect from you, and they were successful with it. They were very successful with it. I heard use the Kipper. Yeah, expectation. They were expecting you guys to not have a courtship. So if you have a child with someone from the past here, your family is the reason why you guys broke up. Okay? They're going to jail for this. This is the end of the situation here. The person that you were in the courtship with is in your head because they weren't expecting things to blow up in this way. They were holding a secret over their head, and the secret is that your person was having sex with a sibling. That was the secret. And they put this person in a predicament or a bind that if they were not to listen to what they do, they would expose the secrets. It's a lot of distractions today. I know I'm on point. Yes, I am on point. Thank you so much, Nidra. Girl, thank you. Yes. They're working really hard. Yes, that's the truth. Wow. They're working really hard to ensure that this does not come out. A mature woman that's not of high honor, that's in bad health, or soon to be bad health, they trapped your child's mother or child's father in a bind by giving the money for when you guys were going through things. They wanted them to keep quiet, but the stipulation for them to keep getting money is to separate from you. Once they separated from you, then that's when all of everything started to fall apart. So if you're in courts in regards to child cases and things of that nature with this child's mother or child's father, it's because of the family dynamic that has been doing this here, has been pushing this person to do certain things. I'll take the dog as confirmation. Telling the person to do certain things, telling them to say certain things towards you, to always have like some form of a huge disconnect so you guys can't come together and be like a family thing. But the person that did all this towards you is not out of the cold though, because they actually did it and they were actually very malicious in regards to what they have done towards you. So they're not in a safe spot or in a safe space because of what they've done to you. They actually enabled it, or they encouraged it as well too. They were in on it with the family members as well too. So the mature woman is going to be in bad health here because the person who they disconnected you from is going to be turning towards them despair. And I also feel like there's a house involved in this as well too. There could be a child involved in this too. So this, whoever your ex spouse, whatever, they have a child with your sibling. Okay. And they're in despair because all this is coming out. Yes, family secret is in reverse, a family room, also with sun and wealth. They were lining this person's pockets, or they were giving them money to stay quiet, so you would never figure out what was going on. But they needed you to be fighting with that person, so that way they can continue the abuse from a mile away or far away. So the more you two are fighting with amongst one another, the more they seem more of the family that always fix it. Oh yeah, my such and such is going through something, and my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, yeah, they're going through that, and I need to go help them out. And it gives them something to talk about, you know, because you guys were supposed to be together in a positive way for growth, but they sabotaged that. Oh wow, they sabotaged that. Hey, Rain. Yeah, that dog be on beat, child. So as y'all go back and replay and watch this video, it's going to be a lot of occurrences because this is very true, it seems like, because it was just too many disturbances as I was trying to speak this here. But now there's a reconnection that's coming in here. So this person from the past that walked away from you, and this is the reason why they walked away from you, is because they were receiving money from your family dynamic and they were holding his or her secret, meaning the sex. So there's a baby involved and then there's sex involved here. And they were hiding that, and they did not want you to be aware that your family was doing that. But they sabotaged that person. They really did, because they envied that person. They envied the connection that you guys had. And they wanted to be very negative because that's how their connections were. They planned it, and that's the bad news. They really destroyed this person's life. And I feel like you've warned this person too, that the family dynamic that you came from was very unfriendly. I really feel like you warned this person, and this person did not believe anything that you had to say because they thought family was family. Okay. And family really tore that ass up. I'm just going to be honest with you. Whoever you had a child with, family tore that ass up because they did not want to listen to what you had to say. And now they're in a bind and they want to vent towards you, which makes no sense. Why are you venting towards us? We didn't do it. We warned you and told you to stay away from the family. They were very curious, and curiosity did what to the cat? Oh, okay. Did that to the cat. And, you know, they got a handle to them, and they can't handle it. They can't handle it because the secrets are they had intimacy with one of your sibling or siblings, and there was a baby involved. What I say? Children jealous, legal matters. Yeah, they were jealous. If you have a child, they were jealous of your child, and they wanted you in legal matters. And they wanted that person they wanted that person that you were with to give them all the attention that you were receiving from them. That's what they did. They wanted to put you in legal matters so you could be fighting the legal system while they sitting here taking everything and draining your person for everything they got. Crazy. Who foul family is this, child? Yuck. Foul is a yuck. Golly. People gonna think it's too good to be true, but it's not too good to be true because that's what it is. They gambled. They started off as friends with benefits here. That's what they started off as. And people at the time thought it was too good to be true because the family dynamic always come off as if they are, you know, they're really real, and they're not. They're fake rich. That's the shocking message. And it confused a lot of people. It's going to confuse a lot of people here. A message is coming. Yeah, this family is horrible. They work together as a unit to get it done. They all have their own specific whatever to do what they had to do towards you and this connection that you were with. Yeah, karma. Karma is tearing they behind up. Yeah. That person that you were with, ex-spouse, ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, has a guilty conscience because the family that you grew up with, they put them in a bind to take advantage of them. And because they weren't strong in the mind, or they refused to listen to you in regards to the family that you grew up with. They refused to listen. So, I mean, this is something that they're going to have to go through. They made the decision when they laid with that sibling. That's on them. And they also made a decision when they decided not to use any type of protection to have that child. So, again, that's on them. We can't do anything about that. You just have to be aware as to what took place so you can heal the situation and you move forward. It's really, oh, well, it's like, oh, okay, like, what do you want us to do? Like, okay, what you want us to do? Hello? They wanted to destroy your reputation as well, too, while they were sleeping with someone that you were with. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, we got adversity. Yeah, they wanted you to have adversity in the relationship. So if you had, let's say, whatever, how many relationships or connections that you had, if you had a connection or relationship and this sibling was aware that you had the connection, they will go in and destroy it, and then they will sleep with that person and then turn that person against you. Indecision. They wanted you to be indecisive in regards to this person, and then vice versa. They wanted this person to be very indecisive towards you because they feel like because it was family, they felt like the family was telling the honest truth about you, and they weren't. They were lying on you here. But it made it so believable that this person, because again, this person was taking money, and not only taking money, they were having intimacy with this person too. And now they're in grief because now you are aware. So the family that you were raised under, they're brutal, they're vicious. They're like blood water sharks, I guess. You just put a drop of blood in there, they're so vicious. It's like piranhas and sharks and eels. It's very vicious. You have to have a sign that said, do not trespass, do not pass go, like do not go anywhere near this family. It's like a vicious cycle of just dark abyss is what this is. This family dynamic is, because for them to do this towards someone like you who's very empathetic is crazy. Like they wanted to destroy your means of everything, your finances, it's just crazy. They destroy your finances if you were in a connection with this person you had a child with, but you had a new beginning. They wanted to destroy your life from the inside out, but they wanted you to feel like your child's parents, other parents was doing it. And they had a hand in it though. But we have the Magician in reverse here. So there was a lot of trickery involved. A lot of lying. And that person believed them, and that person is stuck. But anywho, we have the world. Yeah, they're stuck, and the justice is here. They are stuck because of the lies they told on you. They went to court and they lied on you in court. They actively agreed to side with your family to destroy you in court. Say you were crazy, you were unstable, you had instabilities, and you don't have any of that stuff. But that's what they were saying, because they held a couple of secrets over this person's head. So this person had to do what they said. Well, now that the secret's out, what's up now? What's up now? We have the King of Cups here. You're very affectionate, you're very affectionate of self. Cups is water sign. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a masculine, high vibrant masculine, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Tower here. I feel like your compassion of self, or the love of self that you have for self, is what caused the Tower, because it didn't bother you, or it's not going to bother you. If this is your first time hearing about it, it's not going to affect you in the way that they anticipated. But more so the person that had the baby, however it resonates, the sibling is the one that wanted you to be upset or irate and arguing and fighting. They wanted the reaction more than the actual person that you were with. But since it didn't work out in the way that it worked out, it caused this person to like just, you know, lose it. Three of Swords. Now, the person you have a child with is they want to have a conversation with you because they want to tell you all that is happening. But like I said, there's really no conversation that needs to be had, because you should have said something while all of this was happening, when they were warned not to be around these people and they decided not to. So they're going to have to figure that out on their own. But the family dynamic, so again, if you have a child with this person, the family dynamic was destroyed by your family that was secretly jealous of the family that you created outside of that vicious family, meaning you went and you had your own, you know, whatever. And whoever you created a family with, I'll say temporarily, because it was temporary, they came in and they destroyed it, but they destroyed it through finances first. And when however didn't have the finances, so let's say you lost your job and you were looking for a job, you weren't able to look for a job, and that person was carrying you. Well, then they went to your family and they were telling your family the secrets, or your business, basically what was going on in the home. And they used that to their advantage. And it was like, well, let's break down their finances more, doing spell work behind the scenes. So it'll make it look like you can't afford anything. Well, if you can't afford anything, and you're going to them, they're going to look like the best family ever, or they're going to look like, see, look, they got married and they're not even working out and things ain't this and that, but they're the one that's sabotaging it behind the scenes. So it was causing a lot of rift. Three of Pentacles, they work together. Pentacles is money. They were paying money to this person to pay the bills. Oh, now we're paying your bills. You got to do something for us, or you got to do this for us, and you got this and you got that. And they just lost control because they got deep into the trap of these people's web or lair, and it cost them this person's life for real. This person's they're not good. They're not doing well. Whoever you had a child with they're not doing well. What's going on? He not saying nothing bad. What did he say bad? If you triggered by that, you gotta do some work, boo. What did he say bad? And oh, you know what? Let me don't take that away from you. I apologize. That's your perspective and your experience. So let me don't intercede into that. So All right, we have Temperance here. Could be a Sagittarius. You're finding a balance, you're finding a balance of self after realizing that your family is the one that has been behind all of this. All of this. Damn. Your family is vicious. Yeah. And this is why they didn't want you speaking out, because it started from your childhood. Going back to the other reasons I've mentioned in regards to your relationships there, they truly destroyed, they attempted to destroy everything, even the connection and relationship with your child. So if you're not connected with a child or children, you will be, and the connection will be stronger than ever, okay? So if you feel like if you will ever have a connection with that child or children that you are away from, you will, and it's going to be stronger than ever. It's like, it's nothing but great endings. It's nothing negative. It's great endings. Great, great, great endings. So if you are away from a child or children, you're going to be reunited. And it's going to be nothing but great endings. Great nine. The Nine of Cups in the Sun. This is this is la-di-da to the max. You hear me? This is la-di-da to la-di-da. I mean, laughing, giggling, I love you, kisses, hugs, doing the 10th thing or whatever, however age they are. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really, truly happy ending. Like, really, truly happy ending. But not for the person you're with, because they can't take it. Five of, gosh, sometimes I hate seeing visions. Five of Swords. It's the end of conflict. You won, but they lost because of how they treated you, and they can't come back from how they treated you. Yeah, we got gratitude and focus. Thank you, Miss Ava. Thank you, Tiffany. So we got Gemini and Sagittarius with gratitude and focus. You're just very grateful for things that are happening in your life, and you're focused on yourself and this child or children when you're reunited with them. But it's like a nightmare that you won't ever have to relive. Like, once it's done, it's done. Refinement, you could be a Scorpio. They could be, however resonates. And you're going to be very abundant. You could be a Sag. They could be a Sag. The family dynamic that you lived under, they're in so much trouble. From money laundering, from fake identity, tax evasion. It's so much they did, man. It's so much they did just to spite you. It's so crazy. And they never wanted you to be aware or remember what they were doing. Memories in reverse. They didn't want you to be aware, or they didn't want you to bring life to the past or the memory. So you have Taurus and Leo, which is why they were going so hard on you. But again, like I said, if you're telling the truth, it shouldn't be no issue, you know? Your whole life was a lie. We'll just put it that way. Your whole life was a lie, because they were the one that orchestrated in the way they saw fit. And when you saw them for who they were, you probably said something like, you ain't this, you ain't that, whatever the case may be. And you decide to do your own thing called life. They saw that and they didn't like that, and they had to reel you back in. And they did that through destroying your relationship, your child's connection with you, your children's connection with you. They did everything possible to take everything from you until you learn, more so silently, but also loudly at the same time, not to mess with them. But you weren't messing with them. You just told them who they were. But they felt like because you went against the family's name or the grain of the family, that now you are considered an op. That's funny. Now you're considered an op? Oh, okay. But now you're considered an op, and they want revenge on you speaking out in regards to what they did. They're all going to jail. It's either 6 feet under, carried by 6, or judged by 12, child. That's the only two options they have left. No, they're not. They are not. Yeah, and people seeing that vision. You see it. You see the light. You see the light in the midst of the darkness. She was intimidated, so so the reason why all of this happened here is because your family members, whoever you lived with, they wanted to sabotage the connection. They sabotaged the connection through finances. So you guys may have had a moment where, maybe one of you guys have lost your job, and whoever was connected to your family. So if you say, I don't talk to my family, I don't rock with my family, I don't want to be around my family, I don't think you should. And they probably, oh no, that's your mom, that's your dad, you shouldn't be like that, and da-da-da, and they still went ahead and they did that. Okay, cool. So when they went ahead and had the conversation behind your back, they were telling them things in your family unit that you created with them. So the family that you came from used it as ammunition and would use that to their advantage to start to create a wedge financially, because they thought that that's all you guys were about, was financially. You were doing good, you were doing well financially, but that wasn't the thing, if that makes sense. You were just doing well, and they did not like that you were doing well or better than them, so they sabotaged the connection by getting the person that you were connected with the child or children. They got them to turn on you by giving them money for bills. So if they may have said, hey, I got some extra money or whatever, however, here, this is paid, and you'd be like, how they got paid? Or I asked my mom. They will say that they asked their mom or their dad to pay it off, but it wasn't. It was your family that was paying them. So now that they have them in the bind with money, finances, and you're not aware about it, because if you're aware about it, you're going to say something. If you're not aware about it, then you don't know. So because you don't know, they then brought in the sibling of yours to take your place, so that way they can continue doing what they want to do towards that person. They wanted to use that person for everything. So whatever it is that they had, they wanted to use them. So that's why they did what they did. Yes, they were intimidated because they took things without you being aware. They didn't tell you anything. They didn't speak to you about anything. So they didn't speak to you or let you know what was going on. You know what I mean? So they took the side of your family, which they thought was family, and they thought wrong. So now they're up in their mind because they cannot handle it. Let go. They can't handle it. They need to let go, but they can't. You let go because you see it for what it is. You see how vicious the family dynamic is, and you say you don't want no parts of that. So you let it go. You did. They didn't. And you never had help because that person that you were with, they were siding with your family members, and your family members were telling them not to help you. So they were guilty as well too. Yeah, tradition is in reverse. They wanted this person to go against the traditions as to what you guys created in your family dynamic. And because they went against that, they have to pay for that. They went against the blueprint that you and them created for your family dynamic. So yeah, your family is something else, child. Something else. Or the family that you were, you lived under, there's something else. And they created off the backs of that person. They did. They did. So your person slept with your sibling. Yes. That's the key. That's where they were trying to harm you. So when you move forward and you disconnected from that person you had a child with, you move forward, you may have went to a new connection. They went ahead and they started to infiltrate that connection. So every connection that you had, your family was involved. Your family is the perpetrators. Your family is the main person or group of people that were doing all this weird stuff towards you, to the point where you may have almost, your life was almost taken because they wanted that person, the person that you were with, they wanted that person to put hands on you. That's why friends were involved in this too, because they needed all the manpower and all the information that they can get about you. If you're moving forward and if you know what the family is like, and you're not going to sit around and hang with them or anything like that, because you see them for what they are. They saw the disconnect, and they got upset, and they felt like that was their way of getting back at you, but you not being aware that they're doing it. But everything was with money. Yeah, look, sneaky. That's what the family members were doing behind your back. High priestess. Knowledge. Thank you, Spirit. Hiding something. Narcissist. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. That's what they were hiding. That's what this narcissistic family was hiding. That they attempted to destroy your life. But they needed the help of other people to destroy your life, because if you're not around, if you're not talking to them, where are they getting the information from? They're getting the information from the individuals who they feel or they think that you are interacting with. Hence your lovers and your friends. They know you better than you, I guess. So they took the information that the friends were feeding them, but the friends were getting something on the back end, the money. The lover was getting something on the back end, money and yams. So now that they have all of this evidence built up against these individuals, well, if you go towards them, we're going to tell them that's what you did. So they try to put them in a bind to keep you away from you. That's why you wasn't speaking to these individuals. Yeah, they used them. And they made sure they put them in financial failure first. They were doing spell work to put them in financial failure first, and then getting them to come around to like, man, I'm broke and I'm this and I need that, and etc., etc., etc. Yes. There's anger issues here. What else? Yes, they wanted you to be stuck with anger issues. They wanted you to feel like because nothing was working out, everything was being taken from you, that they wanted you to like self-destruct in that kind of way. They needed you to react. That was the bottom line. They didn't care how they got it done. They were willing to go through very excruciating ways and exercises to ensure that you exhibit this, the anger. They need you to react. Why that deep? I don't know. And I know it was very deep, but I don't know. And I don't feel like diving that deep right now. But it's very deep as to why they need you to react in a certain way. Because they need you to feel stuck. Oh my God, everything's happening, everything's stumbling, everything's falling apart. I can't take this. And they thought that when you hit financial rock bottom, that was going to be the end all be all. But like I said before, you can't miss something that you never had. And there are plenty of times when you had, but there are plenty of times when you didn't have anything. So it became a balance of gratitude. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Jesus, God, etc. Thank you. I got $5. I got $10. I got 20. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. It created a balance in the way that you saw finances. They never knew that, of course, because they never knew you at all. But because of the extra experiences that they placed on you very harshly, you had no choice but to find a balance of everything. And that's why you are balanced, because you were able to balance most of the things that you went through or experienced. They don't know that though, or they know that now. So they thought that you were going to be stuck, and they thought that you were going to self-sabotage yourself, or you were going to have a complete meltdown because you don't have finances. They went as far as hiring your exes to harm and unalive you, your family members, your loving family members. And they failed. Went as far as calling the feds and creating egregious reports to ensure that you get stuck for the things that they were doing. They have no idea the karma that they're in for. They're in it now, but they just don't have no idea. And your child's either mother or father, they're not exempt. They were a part of this as well, too. They were a part of this as well, too. So they have to go through what they have to go through because they decided to go ahead and listen to them. You ain't got to hate them. That's cool. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bub. I mean, hey, you didn't listen. You wanted to think that your stuff didn't stink. And hey, we could smell it. We could smell it to Neverary. So I don't know what to tell you. We ain't mad at you, but it is what it is. You should have listened. Or what you want us to say? Look, toxic family. Your family was toxic since day one. By any means necessary, they always had to make sure that they were on top of you. Or they wanted to look like the perfect family. They wanted you to look like the dud. Like the one that kind of sticks out. But one thing about you is that you've always trusted the process. While they thought that you were suffering in silence or divorced, heartbroken. So the person that you broke away from or divorced from, because you actually healed from the situation. Because they told this person that you were playing around and you weren't serious, and you were. You took your vows very seriously. But when you became divorced from this person, you really started to put your all into you. Suffering in silence, divorced, and heartbroken. So the person that divorced you or you divorced them, they're suffering in silence and they're heartbroken because they realize that they made a big mistake and they realize that they trust the wrong people. Yeah, your family. Yeah, that's what they did. That's what irresponsibly. They didn't have no intuition, but they played with it irresponsibly. And it backfired on everyone that was included in this. Very unloyal. Sad. What else, boo? What was that? Yeah, they are going to the streets, or they belong on the streets. Or you may have been homeless because of your family. You may have to separate, or you did. You divorced this person, so you had to separate to the point where you may have been on the streets. Your family bullied you. Yes, they did. And they worked hard at it. They did. Yes, they used your friend to do it. You may have had a friend that helps you get a job. They got this friend to get you fired. They use everyone around you to destroy your life. But they were pulling the strings. Well, family. Oh, family. They in bad luck now. Let's see you squirm out that one, heifer. Ha! They were very cold-hearted. Very cold-hearted. Stuck energy. It's not on the down low anymore. You're not in communication. So because you're not in communication with them and you're not in communication with the people from your past, guess what happened to your life? It gets better. It grows. It evolves. I just saw dreams come true. I just saw it. It'll come back out, but I just saw dreams come true. Your sibling is not only is broke, but they have an STD as well too. Ew, and they were plotting on the lover that you left. So, ew, this is gross. So your sibling has an STD. and the person that left you for them, they got it. But your sibling already knew that they were plotting on this person to give them the STD, and they broke them. This is, wow. Ew, yuck. I don't play about my health. I'm just more about the health part. I don't even care about the sex part. I don't play about my health. Like, if you go and cheat, say, hey, I'm cheating. Okay, you are? Okay, say less. I'm out. Bye. Just tell me. Don't hide shit from me. Tell me, please. You gonna cheat? Okay, no problem. Deuces. I ain't arguing fighting with you. What are you fighting with you for? Just do it. But let me be aware that you're doing it so I can go do my thing celibately. If that makes sense. Yeah, let me be aware if that's what you want to do. I promise you I'm okay, but I'm just going to be okay far away from you. That's all. We got family. Yeah, your family is a cancer in your life. You had to cut everybody off, including old friends and family, and you had to cut everybody from the past off. That was the only way. I'm telling you, siblings. Yes. Yes. That was the only way that you'll be able to live life. Good news. You had to cut everybody off. And because you cut everybody off and they can't get to you, and because they can't get to you, they're showing their ass. Yes, the child's okay. Yes, I say you'll be reunited. It's showing the ass. And they're going to jail. Why? Because they're showing their ass. Why? Because they can't get in contact with you. Why? Because the people that you disconnect, you have no communication with them. Oh, but we don't know what's going on. Exactly. You ain't supposed to know what's going on because it's none of your business, karmic family. It's none of your business, boo. But keep making yourself look like a whole clown out here because you're doing a great job, boo. That's why we so unbothered, you know? Okay. They're alcoholic. You could be from a family of alcoholics and you're the only one that don't drink. Could be a Leo, could be a married Leo, however that resonates. Maybe your mother's Leo, your father is a Leo that's married, or it could be an alcoholic, however that resonates. That could be considered dangerous when they drink. Yeah, thief, impulsive. They wanted to take your life. They wanted to destroy your life. Tower moment. That's why these individuals are going to attempt to try to come back and say, I'm sorry, and I'm this because I didn't know. Even though they didn't know, they still agreed to what they said about you to be true when it wasn't true, which means that they had deep down within their mind or their psyche or their heart that they wanted to believe that it was true. Therefore, that's the reason why they sided with your family. So there's no sorry in the world that you can say towards the collective that's going to make the collective backtrack or backpedal. None of that. They knew exactly what they were doing. They tried it for sure. Figuratively and literally, they tried it. They knew exactly what they were doing. They wanted you in domestic violence situations, harsh domestic violence situations. How can they push you through that? By lying to your significant other, your friend, your spouse, whatever the case may be, because they couldn't do it. Dark energy. They wanted you to be surrounded by dark energy. A Taurus. So whatever family member is a Taurus in your story, this person loved that. They love to see you get abused by other people. Whoever this Taurus is, mother, father, brother, sister, whoever, however, they loved it. You getting justice for that? Somebody's eating pizza, or you just made pizza, or you just ordered a pizza. Something with pizza. Smells good. Yeah, candle magic and sudden changes. They worked with candles to create unnatural sudden changes in your life. Somebody eating a lot of Italian food. It caused a lot of unnatural changes in your life, but you still remained with high self-esteem. And they wanted to come back around. Hey, how you doing? And da da da, and everything's okay, and da la la, and they were using that information to see if you were okay. Scorpio, you could be, they could be. Good luck is coming to you. You're going to heal from sexual trauma. You could be an Aquarius, but you're going to heal from this if you have not already. Dreams come true. You won't have mommy issues. So if you're an Aquarius or a Scorpio, you would not have mother issues. You're going to be very loyal to self. So just hear me out. So because you are now stepping into a new firm, permanent foundation of your life, you may actually receive a mom, if that makes sense. Like, let's say you like to go to a library and you sit down in a library to read for an hour and there's another person there, but it's a woman there, and you strike up a conversation, but she's very motherly. Like, that person is going to adopt you like a mother. So it's like you're going to get another opportunity to have a mom and be a mom, or be a dad and have a dad. So however it resonates. But Spirit is saying they're going to reward you, or they're going to bring forth like an individual that's like a mother figure or a father figure, but a true, you're not blood related, but it doesn't matter. But because they going to look out for you. So it's like you're getting another chance at this. So you're going to be calling someone mom. It could be actually through, if you're going to be, so some of you guys are going to be in new connection soon. And when you're in the new connection, their family is going to be your family. So you're going to be calling them mom or dad, or however the connection is. But then you're also going to have a mom or dad on your own through the person that you meet outside, if that makes sense. So it's still going, yeah, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Yeah, spiritual awakening. Yeah, I'm going to stop right there. Someone lives in Pennsylvania. You could live in Philly. You may live in a PHA housing. Someone lives in Wisconsin. Waterbury. Someone's name is Joe, Joseph, Josephine. Someone loves to jog. You may love to wear joggers. Someone's from Atlanta. Dayton. Someone's from Ohio. Duluth, D-U-L-U-T-H. I believe that's Minnesota. Duluth or Duluth or something like that. Someone's from Sioux Falls. Someone was speaking about Finger Hut. Remember Finger Hut magazines? Someone's taking Dilantin. Someone loves orange juice. Someone's name is Joan. Someone was speaking about baby fats. I think that was by Kamora Lee Simmons. Someone loves watching Dancing with the Stars. Someone goes to Temple University. TU. Someone has a 6-year-old. Yeah, I'm hearing you're going to be reunited with a 6-year-old. Like everything's being reinstated. This is a blank letter. But ALL, everything's being reinstated. Like everything. Panda are here. You may love Panda Express. Someone's name is Seti, Cedric, Janice, Jaundice. Someone loves Axe Spray, the cologne. There's a woman here that wears Axe Spray, AXE. This is funny. Look at this. What that say, child? That's their family, child. Look. Child. Huh. All right. You want to hear great news by Saturday? Someone's name is Salvadorian. I'm here hooked on phonics, Phoenix, Philippines. I'm here in PG County. Okay, Virgo, Mars, second house. First house, Jupiter, Pisces, Gemini, sixth house, Gemini, extra Gemini. One more of these. Second house, Sag, Pluto. All right, we got Pisces, Aries, Sag, Leo. Leo been coming out way too much. Who is these dusty Leos, child? Taurus, Gemini, one more, Sag. All right, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I think I'm done for today. If not, I'll come back on. But I thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see y'all next time.